Good morning, guys. This is Brandy from Merle Norman of Statesboro. I was asked to actually create a look to just kind of what my inspiration would be for fall. And what I did is I did take our lookbook that Merle Norman actually produced, and I used some of the colors that they suggested, but then I did change it a little bit. These are just inspirations that you can use, but you can definitely put together a color story for yourself. And so that's what I did, and I would love to show you what I came up with. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so what I did do is I went ahead this morning and I went ahead and prepared my skin. I did my primer, of course. I put my foundation on, and I'm using Timeless Foundation. I'm also using mineral powder. I love mineral powder, guys. It's probably my favorite powder that Merle Norman has, but that's just, I'm biased about that particular thing because it is something that I use. And of course I used Dual Action Concealer, and I did prep my lids as well. If you notice, I've got really white lids. And the reason why I do is because I used our eyeshadow base. It's an oldie but a goodie. We've had it for a very long time, but it is one of my favorite eyeshadow bases that we have. We do have a couple, and this is the one that I tend to gravitate to. It's the one that I use I do use it every day. And then of course I went ahead and did my brow. I used Brow Sculpting Pencil that is here at Merle Norman. So that's what I did to somewhat prep my skin. Oh yeah, and I did my bronzer. Went ahead and did my bronzer. So I have that base done. So foundation, powder, concealer, bronzer, eyebrows, and then of course my eyeshadow base. And then also I did a little bit of lip revive because I love, it's so hard, okay, love lip revive is my favorite when it comes to my lip products. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I've got a color here. It's called Sun Kisser, and my inspiration for the fall was really, I don't want to say goodbye to the sun. I love the sun. And so I want to still keep those warm kind of peachy tones, but still kind of throw some of those slate tones there too. And I'm going to show you what I've done here. All right, so I've got my Sun Kisser, and I'm using that as a crease color. So remember our crease brush here, okay? It's got that more of a little dome shape to it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and apply that into our crease. And remember, up, up, up. Get that color up. And if it goes all the way to here, it is okay, because we're going to go back and just kind of clean it up and make it pretty. Because I'm a firm believer in blending. You got to blend. If you want it to look right, you got to blend that thing. I'm using my phone as my mirror, and so it's a little different to get used to putting, because it looks my time is a little off. So bear with me. Okay, you see how pretty that is? It just gives you like this really pretty like little halo look in your eyes, and it's just. And it just makes your eyes just give it a little pop. I love that. All right, so now we're gonna do some slate tones. Okay, my slate tone that I'm using is actually called Storm, but it's got this really pretty, almost it's got some brown tones in it, but it's definitely got that gray as well. Just really transitioning into the fall. And even if you think about the Sun Kisser that I have on right now, being the changing of the leaves, the colors that you see when leaves are changing, and I really like the combination of those kind of peachy tones and that gray. They go really well together, and they really do speak fall. Okay, so we're taking that really pretty Storm color, and we're going to apply it right on that V right in here. But if you see, I'm going up a little bit into my crease, and that's one reason you're bringing that Sun Kisser up as far as you did, because you want to be able to see that the storm color. And whenever you open, you want to at least be able to see it. And like I said, open your eye and look and see your placement. Nothing is more aggravating to me than when I'm doing my eyeshadow and I haven't opened my eye and I'm just doing it really, really quick. My contacts are bothering me, guys, so I'm rolling my eyes at you again. But nothing aggravates me more than whenever I place my eyeshadow. I do really, really intricate things and work really hard, and then when I open my eye, it's gone. And it's frustrating. I know people out there that have had that problem, so I'm not the only one. But if you'll open your eye, and if you're tapping off your brush like you're supposed to, tap, tap, tap. If you tap it off like you are supposed to, then you're not going to get it flaked into your eye. So don't worry about that. It's not going to happen. Okay. And look at it and see and kind of assess what it looks like and make sure that you're even on both sides, but you just got to keep looking and making sure that you get it right. And this can be done quickly. People ask me all the time, how long does it take to do your makeup? It usually takes me about 15 minutes, honest. Sometimes less than that. It just depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. But even on my most intricate days, when I'm really just wanting to make it look fabulous, it takes me about 15 minutes. But if you remember from last week, I showed you the little bronzer trick, and those days it takes me maybe 5 minutes to do my makeup. So, I mean, it's not that bad. All right. So now that we've placed those colors, kind of see how it looks, and we're going to see if it's good and blended. Everything looks nice and smooth. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to our next color. Our next color is going to be Bare Necessity. And this is Bare Necessity. And I'm going right along my brow. And the brush that I'm using is actually that Eyes number 2 brush that I was telling you about. It's a little bit thinner. It's the bristles are a little more compact. And because I really just want to kind of cut out that brow. I don't really want to disturb the sun kisser too terribly much. I just want my brow to be more defined. Okay? See? All right. Now, so from here, you can actually, this could be a great look right here. But I am the person I am. So I like to add a little bit of glitter, a little bit of shine. And so I'm going to add this color. It is called Silver Lining. And it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's really, really, really pretty. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? It's got like a chrome, almost like a chrome shine to it. See how pretty that is? I love, love, love that color. And I'm going to show you another trick with it too in just a minute. All right. Same way over here. And some of these colors that I'm using, guys, are limited supply, but some of these are colors that we will always have. We'll always have them. So we've got our Bare Necessity, we have our Sun Kisser, we have Storm, and we have the Silver Lining. And when I was talking about limited supply, that just means that you need to come on in and get yours. So come see me. All right. So now we're going to do eyeliner. And the eyeliner that I'm going to do is called Royalty. I love a colored liner. I do like colored eyeshadows as well, but whenever you're not necessarily wanting to put a bright color all over your lid, or you're not wanting to do just a pop of color, but you're still wanting to get a little bit of color in there, just put a little mystery in there, a little pizzazz, a little fun, then I gravitate a lot towards eyeliners that have that color to them. And the colors that are in this season are going to be your, like I said, your purples from last week, but also blues, slates and blues. And the color that I'm going to use is Royalty. And so I'm going to go ahead and apply that. And I am putting now a little bit up underneath, about a quarter of a way in. Okay. And I am going to go back with a little bit of the Storm. And I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to go right here a little ways. And right here. Just over it, just a tad. If you have a problem, like I said, with your eyeliner running, then this is your answer. It is going to help seal it in. So you're not going to tend to have that, that problem with your eyeliner running. It's like using foundation and powder. All right, so I am going to take a little bit of the Sun Kisser, and right here in the very center, I'm going to add a little bit of that. And this, I'm just doing some fun stuff right now. Okay, so we got that. And then I have my silver lining. And I'm going to come in here with my silver lining. Okay, so I've got basically all the colors that I have on my lid here are down here. But I've got them in a line, and if you see, it just kind of brings just a little bit, brings it all together really nicely, okay? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to do some mascara. Y'all know I got to have a mascara primer. All right, so mascara primer. All right, beautiful white lashes. All right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of mascara. I'm using extra length and extra black. And like I said, you want to, you can always go right on top of your mascara primer with this mascara. That's one thing about Merle Norman products, they're made to hold each other's hand. So they coincide with each other very, very well. So you can do the layering pretty quickly. So now we have our mascara on. All right. Alrighty. So we've got our eyes. Our eyes are done. Okay. What you think? All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of blush. The blush that I chose is Shell Peach. It just, it definitely can be used in summer, but it is a really good fall color too, because it has those really pretty harvest tones. When I think of fall, I think of like cornucopias full of like the little pumpkins and things like that. And so to me, it really speaks to those fall colors. So we're going to apply apple of the cheek and go back towards the top of the ear. Okay. So apple, back. Now we've got our blush done. It's really pretty. It just gives a really nice little glow to the skin, but it's not really harsh. And it just really brings out your natural features. So now what we're going to do is we are going to do a little bit of lip liner. The lip liner that I'm going to use is Light Chocolates. I'm doing that same thing. X at the Cupid's bow and then corners all the way up. And the color that I chose for lips, Sugared Bronze. It's this really pretty bronzy tone. It's got some underlying brown tones, and it even has a little bit of a mauve to it as well. Look how pretty that is. So, we got lipstick done. Alrighty, so I think I look pretty fallish. And this is my vision for fall. This is what I think of when I think of those really pretty fall colors. So this is my color story. What's yours? You have to come in and maybe we could write it together. So come in, come see me. We can look at some fall colors and we can plan some makeup and just have fun for the day. I look forward to seeing you. Come see me soon.